This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. And by Lee Health. Southwest Florida, good morning. Welcome to another edition of Lee Pitts Live. And of course, I'm your host of your show, Lee Pitts, here 28 years bringing you a conversation. What we do is we take a simple table and a chair and we talk to people, and it's been a hit, and I've been blessed for the opportunities. We're here at the Hearts and Homes for Veterans, which is doing such an outstanding job here in the Fort Myers community, and we appreciate them hosting us over the past 3 weeks. We have a fabulous show in store for you today. We're gonna get a chance finally to get her here in the studio. You saw me talk to her at Black Girls Rock, but now we're gonna get her in the studio and get a chance to look at her music video. Muni is here, the successful violinist and music producer. We also got some surprise footage at the end of the show, so stay with us. We'll be right back. Southwest Florida, welcome back. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce to some and present to others, Muni. Welcome to the show, Luna.
Thank you.
Let's get your mug here and let's bump you in. First time here in the studio. Got a chance to talk to you a while back at Black Girls Rock, and it's just been something that I've been looking forward to. First of all, thanks for agreeing to come out and play for us at Lee Pitts Live After Work on October 19th. People can get to see you play.
Yes.
You looking forward to that?
Yes, I am. I'm looking forward to playing for you all.
What kind of music can people expect from you?
All genres, hopefully some of my originals. I would love to add some of that in there, some R&B, jazz, some reggae, maybe a little bit of classical.
But when I've seen you perform, everybody loves you. You kind of interact with the audience too, don't you? What's your style? How would you describe that?
It's a conversation. When I perform, I'm having a conversation. I'm not just coming up there to yell at everyone. I want to hear everyone else. Even if it's through what they're seeing and hearing, I want to know that, we understand each other.
Yeah, you got this whole artsy thing going on now. Have you always been kind of, this whole artsy with the hair and just the whole effervescent personality?
Thank you. Yes, I have my whole life. I went to Edison Park when it was an arts school, back when it was magnet school.
Okay.
So I was in all the art programs from the age of 5.
I got you.
So my entire life is based around arts.
Right. And now you're able to make a living doing that type of thing. You always saw yourself as, hey, I'm not going to have a 9-to-5 job going into some office looking into some filing cabinets.
I did the 9-to-5 for a couple years. I had an amazing experience with it. It taught me organization as far as, the business aspect of life. But music, creativity, that's where my heart goes. That's where I'm supposed to be.
That made you a natural for modeling too. I've seen pictures of you. You light up the camera.
Thank you. I try.
Talk about modeling a little bit.
My grandmother put me in Barbizon, the School of Acting and Modeling. So she really wanted us to be in the scene and hold ourselves to a certain stature, you know. Also, we grew up watching America's Next Top Model, Tyra Banks, all of her tips on how to keep yourself, camera ready.
Right, we want to get that in because people are looking at you on TV and you jumping off the screen and they're like, well, who is she? She's like a big, something. And you are a big something, but it's good that when people see you, like when I first saw you on social media, I knew you were somebody. Now, I don't know, it's just something. I knew that's a star. Okay, and then the way you play your music represents that in a great way. Now that you specifically being in all of these things, you specifically chose the violin at an early age?
I saw a toy violin at the age of 4, and my grandma, she just put us in violin immediately.
Really?
Yeah. She made sure that we kept strong with our musical abilities. Everyone in my family could either play the piano or sing, so she wanted to make sure that we had an instrument too. So
Did you at the time embrace that, or it was like something you fought against at one point? Going to those violin lessons.
Yes, I definitely fought against the violin lessons. Around the age of 7, second and third grade, I started feeling embarrassed carrying around my little case, and sometimes it would hit the back of my leg and I would trip and fall. I was that girl, but I kept at it, and I'm glad that I ended up falling in love with it eventually.
Now, people can see you all around Southwest Florida doing your thing in various locations. We've seen you at Black Girls Rock. I saw you at the Delta's 50th-year anniversary celebration gala, and just I see you on the River District, going into some jam sessions and all of that. When I bumped into you the other night, I think you had just walked out of a jam session. Tell us what are jam sessions and where people can see you in general.
They can find me downtown Thursdays at Space 39, that stage in the courtyard area. As long as it's up, they can find me.
What are people saying when they hear you and see you perform? When they get close enough to talk to you, what kind of feedback you're getting?
Okay, I've had a different variety of feedback. I've had people crying. I've had people bowing down. Like, one woman told me that that I had reminded her of someone who had passed away in her life, and she was bawling on the ground, and I was just playing like a simple melody.
Okay.
And it just touched her in such a magnificent way that, that's just so beautiful. That's what really keeps me going out there, is when people react like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, we see you run around, and when you're performing, and sometimes we can forget the appreciation of the type of work that went into you getting to this point in terms of your training. I think, tell us about the schooling you had around violin and music in general.
Schooling, I was classically trained from K through graduation.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in regular orchestra, and I tested, and I moved myself up in different chair positions. Like in orchestra we have different chairs, and we have to kind of fight for our chair. We have to read sheet music. We have to be able to sight read. We have to be...
So you read music. I want kids to know that.
Yes.
That's important that you know that kind of thing, right?
Yes.
If you want to have a sustained career.
Yes.
All right, continue.
Reading sheet music, sight reading. Playing in an orchestra is very important too. Being able to, know when to stop and kind of give, other people room, and other voices, a chance to be heard. That's very important.
Cool. Well, we've heard you talk there. We're going to talk to you a little more, but let's get you to play a little something. Tell us what you're going to play right here.
I would like to play my original String Girl. That's a piece I produced 2 years ago now.
Now, people can hear your music where? They could go online, or where?
You can find my music directly at my website, and it'll send you to SoundCloud and YouTube, but you could find my website.
Call that name of your website.
It's www.lunamuni.com.
All right. Excellent. What was the name of that song again?
String Girl.
Now, when we hear String Girl, what are you presenting here? That kind of had a little jazzy, but it also kind of had a little Oriental feel to it too. I felt like I was kind of in Indonesia, China. Go ahead.
Ambiance.
It's like even though a belly dancer could be moving off of that. That's your whole thing, huh? All right. You write your own music?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're a composer as well?
Yes, I am.
Do you just compose for yourself, or you do some work for other people who might want to use your services for a nice, handsome sum.
Yes.
Yes, what?
I do compose for those who would love to use my services for a nice handsome fund. Right now, I'm actually working on a commercial piece.
Cool.
Got to leave it at that, but right now I'm actually doing that. So yes, I'm willing to make masterpieces.
Now, with your music, you go to all different areas to perform for people. You can perform at weddings, church events, picnics. Just kind of give us a layout. People may want to call on you for your services.
Weddings, formal events, informal events, private events, proposals, memorial services, galas, networking events, trade shows. Actually, you can catch me at the Apollo on September 26th. I'll be performing.
In New York?
Yes.
Oh, really? Well, tell us about that.
I auditioned a couple months ago through an online submission, and I just received the email that I am a contestant, and I'm set to perform on September 26th.
Okay, be sure to let me know on Facebook, and I can continue to push that out if you have a flyer or anything on that. We got a chance now to take a look at some music, one of your music videos that you put out. Why don't you set that up and we'll take a look at it?
Yes.
Verbally, tell us what we're looking at.
They will be looking at the video Feels. That's originally produced by Calvin Harris and Pharrell. I just did a violin cover of it and produced my own little video to it. I hope everybody loves it. It's going to be awesome.
All right, let's take a look. Man, looking at that video, it looks like a lot of work went into that. How long did it take to shoot that video?
Honestly, it took me 3 hours.
Did you have like a concept in your head and you just had one camera person with you, or what? How did you do that?
I was my camera person.
You used your phone?
No, I used a tripod, and
Wow.
yeah.
So you're doing your thing, huh?
Yes.
Wow, it looks pretty professional. So I guess you're a professional.
Yes.
As we wrap this up, we're going to have you on. People can see you. I know they can see you on October 19th. This gives me an opportunity to plug it. Downtown at Club Celsius from 6 o'clock till 11 o'clock. We'll be there for Lee Pitts Live After Work, which is a social function where professionals come down and dance, party, red carpet, food, entertainment, live entertainment like her. So it's going to be a wonderful time to have you out there as well.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to playing.
Okay. So for those who say it can't be done, it's usually interrupted by those like Luni Muni who are doing it. We'll be right back.